Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I have my last empties for the year, and then I'm going to film all of my total. I totaled up everything that I used this year, full size, mini, you know, like foil packets and everything, and I'm going to go over those in a second. Oh, my nose is itching. So that's going to be another video, so look for that. That will be coming out in a couple days, but I just wanted to go through what I used this month. It doesn't seem like as much as usual, but you can be the judge. I did some sheet masks while I was on holiday break. This first one is from Patchology, Just Let It Glow. It was okay. I don't really remember anything special about it, but it was okay. Then we have from Estee Lauder, this is the Advanced Night Repair. I did not like this one. This one did come in 2 parts, which was okay. Like, that part was fine, but I just didn't like the scent of it, and I didn't feel like it was really like as special as the price would warrant, because it's in a really expensive sheet mask. All right, next up is the Garnier Skin Active Moisture Balm. This is the one with chamomile. It was, once again, okay. I don't know. It wasn't my favorite. Neither was this one. This one was a gel mask from Laneige, and I just don't like the gel masks. So I wasn't as impressed with that. I felt like I got a lot of them that I was just like, it's okay. Tatcha, this is the Luminous Dewy Skin Mask. I did like this one. I wouldn't purchase it again though, because they are super expensive, but I do have a couple more, I think, from BoxyCharm. So you will be finding those pretty soon. The ones that I liked the most were actually, I liked the serum. I didn't like the mask itself. The Pharmacy Hydrating, they're both coconut. One was hydrating, one was brightening. I liked the gel in them. It was really thick, but you really, like, even after rinsing these out, I still had like junk in them. So like, I always scoop out everything and put it on my neck and chest or arms or however much there is, and then, you know, rinse them out, and there was still residue after that. So they have a lot of stuff in them, and it was really thick and viscous. Had lots of viscosity. Then I used the Spongelle, I don't know, the Bulgarian Rose. It's really heavily rose scented. It was interesting. This was the first time I had actually opened one up and tried it. The main thing I found was that I didn't know what to do with it, because usually, like, I hang my body puff in the shower, which you can't do with this, but you kind of want to let it dry in between because you don't want it. So then I had like this thing that I was trying to figure out where to store so that I wouldn't lose the body wash that's in it. And it was quite hard at first. Like, it was rough the first few times, and then it kind of got less and less as it went. And this is a nice enough sponge. I used it a few times afterwards, putting body wash on it as well. It was nice. I feel like it's such a waste though, like, because I could keep using it, but it's kind of inconvenient. I'd rather have something that's bigger that I can move around easier, that's not as hard to hold. Kind of like my body puff. It's kind of old. This is from Eco Tools. I replace these about once a year, which is probably not as soon as you should. They start falling apart though, so that's when I usually do that. This smells so good. It smells like my body wash right now. But yeah, that guy is going away. I just broke out the new one the other day. And then you'll probably see another one coming up soon, because I do keep one at my parents' house as well, and it's time to retire that one too. Biore Pore Strips, the nose and the like chin and forehead one. I always go through these quite a few times a year. So finished another one, started another one as well. Secret Cool Water Lily deodorant. This one's kind of nice. The scent is fine. It was fine. I got a pack of them at Costco, and I finally finished them, and now I get to choose what scents I want once again. This took me forever. This is Bath & Body Works American Girl when they did their collaboration. This was the shampoo in creamy vanilla. It has a very distinct scent. It is not my favorite vanilla scent. It's It's not like a pure vanilla. It's, I don't know. It's okay. It's not my favorite, but I did finally use it up. I'm glad to get it out of my collection because that's quite old. This guy I went through so fast. It is the Body Shop Body Butter. This is their 6.75 ounce body butter in the scent Mango. It smells so good. It is one of my favorite scents. I got this at Ulta when they had their sale back in September. It was right after the 21 Days of Beauty. So end of September, and I went through it, and I'm already like have a good chunk of my strawberry one done too. Then we have some body scrubs from Zany Laney. I always have body scrubs from Zany Laney. Do I only have 3? I only have 3 this month. And they're all good. This first one is Friendship. It is based on Toy Story 4. It is apricots, cotton candy, and Friendship. It is nice and sweet and oh so good. I do like that one. Then I had this one, which the label started to come detached. This is Very Good Advice. It's based on Alice in Wonderland. You can kind of see her face there. It is Cherry, Violet, and Orange Blossom. It is nice. It's not my favorite of their scents. Like, it's a good solid one, but it's not as good as other ones. This one I really love. You Know Nothing. And this is based on Game of Thrones. This one, it's a more universal scent. It's fruit, green ivy, and violets. It's just mellow and smells good, but doesn't smell like overly fruity. Doesn't smell overly floral. It's like the perfect mix. They're going to be having new artwork on them. They are working on that gradually. And they now have started like laminating the labels so they don't get as faded and bleed, which was a problem before, especially if you use them in the shower, which is how I always use them. So that's one of my favorites. I will be repurchasing You Know Nothing because I love it. Then we have a Josie Maran Argan Cleansing Oil. This, you know, I go through about 2 of these a year, so it takes me a good long time. This is my morning cleanser. I love it, and I would not know what to do without it. I always make sure I repurchase it during the sales because it's so good. Then we had, this one took me forever. This was a 12-ounce hand soap. So this was a big old one from Bath & Body Works. This is the shade, scent, not shade, Vanilla Bean Noel. And this was kind of cool. It was swirled, so it was like green and white swirl. But man, this did not want to rinse down my sink. Like usually when I wash my hands and there's little bits of soap that I don't lather in, like they fall out, which I don't know, I must be a messy hand washer. They usually rinse down the sink, but this one I had to like go in and kind of like rub my hand around to get them to break up and to go down the sink, which was just weird, but it worked fine. It's a hand soap. It's gone. It's not my favorite scent. It's an okay scent. It's not my favorite. Tom's of Maine Cinnamon, and they changed the packaging, and you can see how the most prominent thing right here is this. So I grabbed some of this on the shelf because I was like, oh, that's what I need. And I just wanted to get out of there because I needed to go to the bathroom, and I don't like using public restrooms if I don't have to. So I was like, I'll just grab it and I'll leave and then I'll be fine. No, they've changed it so all of them have this on it now. And you have to look carefully and actually read. So I grabbed fennel instead, and then I had to go and return the fennel because, ew, who wants fennel toothpaste? If you like fennel, no offense, it's just not for me. Pretty Vulgar setting powder. I have gone through 2 of these this year. I think I must go through more setting powder than other people because I go through it so like fairly quickly. This is the Powder Room Mad About It. I pull out the sifter, really get every single drop of it out. I do like this one. I'm finding that it might have been a little heavy because now I'm using another one that's lighter, and I'm really enjoying it. So maybe my face feels a little bit more natural. And I went through this guy in November as well. This is the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. This is just the original one. Little bitty guy. I also pulled out the stopper and then just transferred it into the lid. of the Pretty Vulgar, it made my life so much easier than trying to like use this as a setting powder to dip my brush in. Elemis Superfood Facial Wash. This was okay. It had a very green scent to it, so it wasn't my favorite because it did have, you know, kind of an overbearing scent, but it wasn't anything, you know, too terrible. Then I went through 3 of the Peter Thomas Roth Acne Dots. Yep, only 3. And I go through these fairly regularly also because I'm still blessed with oily, breakout prone skin. Which I didn't really have as a teenager. It's older now. So I do like these. They do help when I get them like down here, like this little guy. It's not really there, but there's residual there. Ginger hand lotion from Origins. This smells so good. It is very gingery. So if you like the scent of ginger, this is a good hand cream. It could have been a little thicker of a hand cream, and if you're wearing perfume, it's definitely going to overpower your perfume, but it is pretty good. Then we have Ahava Dead Sea Water Mineral Body Lotion. This one was nice enough. I just realized that I put this down as a hand cream instead of a lotion, so I'm going to have to make a change to my totals. But yeah, it was nice enough. I think it was really moisturizing on the body as opposed to some of the other lotions that I had been using. I felt it was a little bit more moisturizing. Vitamin C facial wash from Soap and Glory. I don't really like this. The scent is fine. Well, it's a little overbearing. It's very heavily scented, but it has little microbeads in it, and I don't like those for my Clarisonic, which is what I use it for. I would not purchase it if I had the choice. But if I get another sample, I'll probably use it. Rem Keep Young and Beautiful Instant Firming Beauty Shot. I'm not really sure. Like, I used this as a serum, and it was fine. I don't really know that it did anything, to be honest with you. Mario Badescu Anti-Acne Serum. You see this all the time. I love it. I use it every day, and it helps keep my breakouts at bay. Oh, that rhymed. I didn't mean to. Neon & Co. Treatment Oil. This smells so good, by the way. Really amazing scent. I love the scent. It is super like thin though. It is like water, and that makes it a little messy to work with and hard to evenly distribute through your hair. So that was my issue with it. I wish it had been a spray. It would have been much easier to work instead of like, you know, it's a flip top thing. All right, Yensa Primer. This is the Essential Glow 8 Super Blacks Essence. I was really nervous about this when I got it in my Ipsy because it's, you know, it's in a glowy primer, and I was worried about it. But I really do like this. It was a really good primer. It's actually, I bought a second one of it, and that's what I'm wearing underneath my foundation today. I don't think it makes you super glowy. It just like makes your makeup stay really nicely. Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Sleeping Mask. This smells amazing. Oh, so good. It smells like watermelon. Like, it's amazing. Not quite artificial watermelon, not quite like real watermelon, somewhere in between the two, if that makes sense. It is the weirdest consistency though. It's like, somebody said it's like slime, and I think it's like, it is kind of like slime. Not that I've made slime, but it does have a really weird consistency, and it was hard to like get out of the container and like smear on your face. This guy is being retired because it does not smell good. This is the shade, I don't even know what the shade is called. It's a Tarte lipstick, liquid lipstick. One of the ones that are the more moussey ones. It just smells funky. So it's being retired. Aveeno Absolutely Ageless Daily Moisturizer. This is the one that had blackberry. This one I talked about in my sample Saturday. Still had issues with it. Wasn't as bad as the first go around with the pilling, but would not buy that, would not recommend that. Did not like it. Then we have Andalou Naturals Fruit Stem Cell Science Revertisol Q10 Night Repair Cream. This was fine. It was nothing like special, but nothing like bad about it. It was there. Same thing that I would say about the Provage serum from Elizabeth Arden. It's fine. Like, it's an anti-aging daily serum. It's a good serum. I don't think it's anything like overly exciting, but it wasn't bad either. All right, we're almost done. We have 2 perfume samples, both that are going on my perfume wish list. Dior Joy, oh, smells so good. Really like that one. And then I really liked this one too. This is a Zaro Wanted Girl. I think if you like Juicy Couture, like Viva La Juicy, you would like this one. The main problem is I can't get any more out. I've really tried to get this more of the perfume out, but it just doesn't want to go. Oh, I'm getting a little bit now, but now of course like on my arm. But yeah, I don't like that I couldn't get all of the perfume out of it. It kind of irritated me. All right, Charlotte Tilbury foundation. This is the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I got it in the shade 3 Cool. This was pretty good. I don't know if I'd run out and buy it. I still think Estee Lauder Double Wear is one that I like more, but I did like it. It did work well with my skin, and it didn't look super cakey and bad by the end of the day like some of my foundations have looked. Last one is from Benefit. This is the It's Potent Eye Cream, just a little tiny one. It was a fine one. The main problem was it's so tiny you can only use your pinky, like, and it was hard to get in there and not get it under your nail. It's a fine eye cream. I don't know. It was okay. It's nothing super special. All right, so that is my last empties for 2019. I actually started, like, I had a hiccup and had to recalculate things, so I was going through videos. So I went November to November, and I'm going to throw my December and January empties together. So look for those next month. That will start over the new year. It might be a little bit more than you're used to, but I'm going to try that way just to get caught up because I've been always a little bit behind with my empties. Let me know if you've tried any of these products, if you want to try any of these products. Let me know how you are doing. How did your empties go? Do you feel like you got some good stuff out of your collection? Or did you just purchase more than you bought? Let me know down below, or purchase more than you used. That's what I meant. Let me know down below. I hope you are having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.